Algebra 2 worksheet 9.3b. This is for numbers 7 and 8, where we're asked to write the equation in graphing form and state its vertex, then sketch a graph. Remember that graphing form, is the, let me write it over here, y equals a times x minus h squared plus k, where the vertex is the point h and k. So I've got to make both equations look like that. So chances are I'm going to be completing the square on this. So I'm going to start by putting my first, and I think I have room to do it down here. I'm going to put y minus 2. So I'm going to start by taking that constant term and moving it over, equals. Now on the other side, I'm left with 3x squared minus 6x. But there's a common factor there, because remember, with completing the square, I want a 1 in front, not that 3. So I'm going to take that 3 out. I'm going to make it x squared minus 2x. Which means that on this side, when I complete the square, I'm going to have plus blank to complete the square. I'm going to need that 3 on the other side also. Plus 3. So now I've got the 3's matching. I've got the parentheses. Now I'm going to complete the square with the negative 2. So I'm going to take that negative 2, divide by 2 and square, which gives me positive 1, positive 1. This now factors to x minus 1 squared. Square root of x squared is x, square root of 1 is 1. That minus sign comes right down. On this side, when I combine like terms, I'm going to get y plus 1. 3 times 1, then minus 2 gives me positive 1. So for graphing form, the last thing I'm going to do is move that 1 over. It becomes 3 times the quantity, x minus 1 squared minus 1. So my vertex is going to be positive 1. This minus 1 in the parentheses changes value, changes sign. Minus 1 on the outside does not change signs. So my vertex is right 1, down 1. And sketch a graph, so then from here it's positive 3, so it'll be 3 up and over. Oh no. 3 up and over, up and over. And those 3 points would be sufficient to draw my graph of the parabola. Number 8. Same idea here. Now the only difference is there's no number to move over, so I'm just going to start with y. I'm going to leave a space. But again, like I had to take out the 3 before, I have to take out that negative 1. So I'm going to factor out negative 1. It becomes x squared plus 8x plus blank. And on this side, the minus 1 has to match, minus 1 times the blank. Complete the square with the 8. 8 over 2 squared, that gives me 16. That gives me 16 on both of these. So this becomes y minus 16 equals negative 1. Factoring this gives me x plus 4 squared. So my graphing form, after I move this minus 16 over, gives me negative 1, x plus 4 squared plus 16. Which gives me a vertex of negative 4 and positive 16. So negative 4 might be about here, positive 16 about here. And since it's a negative 1, that means it's going to point downwards. So there's my parabola in number 8.